My name's Carl Hopkinson. I'm the lead fielding coach for England. We're in Abu Dhabi and we're going to do some fielding drills focusing on start positions and movement through the ball. So the first drill is a very simple drill. It's about focusing on the split step and aggressive movement out towards the ball. It's quite an implicit drill, so the player doesn't really know much about it, but it displays all the movement patterns that you're looking for. So ultimately this drill is used as a warm-up drill. It's a very, very simple drill. All the player has to do is get the ball before it bounces twice. I'll come up with two arms relatively slowly and then release one ball. The player doesn't know which way or which ball is going to go left or right, so then he has to react to the ball. In essence, the drill makes you do all the movements that you would do if you were attacking a ball in the inner ring. So obviously in a game, you don't just get the ball knocked in front of you so you're attacking all the time. You might get a catch, you might get a high catch, you might have to turn and chase. So the next layer to this drill, I'll do exactly the same thing, but I could throw him a catch as well. So he has more decisions to make as a player. So the next drill, when you're looking at start positions and movements forward to the ball, I've set out some cone lines in a V shape in front of you, 5 metres out to the right and 4 metres up. It's virtually the middle of a gap because you very rarely get a run-out opportunity that's hit straight at you. So this is a very simple drill, but he has to beat the cone line when he picks the ball up. So I'm rolling the ball relatively hard to make him work hard, so he's got to be attacking the ball. So his momentum's going towards the target, not away from it. This then makes it so much easier when you're coming to pick the ball up because you're moving in this direction towards the target and your body's not going away from the target. Okay, so the last drill is a real live drill. I'm going to be, as a coach, hitting catches. I'm going to be making him move left to right, much like you do and would see in a game when you're moving in and operating in the ring. I've set up a net behind him, so that's his goal he's got to defend. So part of my philosophy is around attacking the ball first and then defending second. So when you're running through this drill, the movements you should see, when he comes out of his start position, you should see him getting still to take a catch, so almost sinking into a really athletic position. When I knock it left or right, you should see him coming out of his start position, not getting stuck or not getting still, but then feather stepping or moving left to right. You should see a clear change of direction from left foot to right foot to cut the angle down. When he's actually moving out of his start position, you should be operating at an effective height level for him to move effectively. This then means when you go to pick the ball up, you're already at that level. You're not having to move, drop down, and then you have to pick your head back up to find the target. It's all smooth, one smooth movement through the ball. So all of those drills that we've worked through from a very simple ball drop should display all those movements. If you're not seeing the movements, just keep adjusting the drill to find the movement that you see in a game. And then it goes from obviously that very simple drill all the way through to a live drill where you see me hitting the ball, hitting cover catches, hitting diving stops and hitting ball left to right to him so he can effectively move to effect a run out.
Hi, I'm George. I'm here today to give you some tips on fielding, a really important discipline that can make or break a game. Fielding is really important for a number of reasons. One, you don't get as many opportunities, so to be able to take the catch or create that run out can be a real game breaker in terms of winning or losing a game. It's the one thing that everyone does as a team. There's 11 guys out there and your energy and the way you can put pressure on a side can have a big influence on the outcome.
Oh, well, it was on its way to the boundary.
Fielding has a number of different disciplines. There's obviously the close-in catching from the slips, and you've got to work on your reactions and being in really balanced, good positions, the movement in the covers and square leg, and then there's the outfielders as well, who have to be able to move, take great catches, get to the ball quickly, and have a strong arm to get the ball into the keeper as quick as they can.
That's a nick again, he's out!
Oh, that's brilliant! When that one is hit crisply. Oh, that is brilliant fielding.
Wherever you are in the field, it doesn't matter which position, the key is to be ready when the batsman's about to hit the ball. So that means being nice and low, nice and balanced with your weight evenly distributed between your feet, on the balls of your toes, ready to go in either direction, leap up, stay low, whichever the case may be.
Oh, bang! Great bit of fielding too.
Oh, that is belted by Marsh.
It's not a bad ball, this.
When you're collecting the ball in the outfield, you've normally got a little bit more time. So it's important to obviously make sure that you gather the ball cleanly, and then you've got a little bit more time to take a step, get yourself into a really strong position. If the outfield's nice and hard, you might be able to do a bounce throw. Otherwise, you want to be throwing nice and flat to the keeper over the top and following through to where your throw is going to go.
Can Maxwell get there? Yes!
Wherever you are in the field, the key to fielding the ball and throwing it are to stay nice and low, nice and balanced. When you've got the ball in your hand, you want to line your feet up to where you're going to throw and line your front elbow up to the target as well. And then the throwing itself should be nice and fluent and all in one clear motion. When you're fielding square of the wicket at square leg or point, you quite often only have one stump to aim at. But they're the key positions, and that's where the best fielders often field.
Oh, really got to go. He has his out.
The same principles apply. You've got to get the ball in your hand, you've got to get balance, and though there's only one stump, you've got to aim at that bottom stump and follow through after you throw.
Oh, he sends him back. He's out!
The principles of fielding the ball on the run are much the same. You've got to watch the ball really hard, make sure you get it into your hands cleanly, and then you've got to get balanced as quick as you can. Get your feet set, line up the target, and then follow through once you've thrown.
This time, out! This time, out! Right when Australia needs it.
Backing up and creating energy in the field are really important. One, it allows your teammates to be able to have a shot at the stumps and trying to run batsmen out. It also puts them under pressure, so batsmen may be a little bit tentative to take runs in the future. And by backing up, it means that you're moving, you're in the game, and you're more likely to get your hands on the ball. And that's one of the keys to fielding. You've got to want the ball to come to you.
One, work big shot. That's Maxwell! Yes, Maxwell!
Another one!
Run-outs are a crucial way to put pressure on the other team, and it's a great way to lift your team. There's no better feeling to picking up the ball, throwing down the stumps, and knowing that you've snuck a wicket against the opposition, you've lifted your whole team, and you've put them under a lot of pressure. It quite often makes or breaks a game. The key to run-outs are making sure you get the ball in the hand. You can't make a run-out until you've got the ball cleanly in your hand. They're nice and balanced, so you can line the stumps up with your eyes, aiming at the bottom of middle stump or whichever stump you're aiming at, and then throwing them down. Yes. There are a few really basic tips for fielding and throwing down the stumps. Good luck with all your practice, and I hope you get lots of run-outs.